Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Monday.
Happy
It's
Monday.
mm,
Mm-mm.
good. It's good. Elias Patras saying hello from you from the West Coast. And I am joined by my wonderful co-facilitator, um, uh, psychic medium extraordinaire, and every other positive word that you want to say. And one moment, everybody, watch my Eastern Coast accent. I'm joined by Laura Worcester.
There you go. Good morning, everyone, or good afternoon, wherever you may be.
I was telling
Always good to
everybody,
be
Laura,
here with you.
I was telling everybody, Laura, on TikTok, I'm like, they're all like, oh, you got to come out to the East Coast. And maybe a week of you hearing everybody talk, you'll just get rid of your Chicago accent.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. Thanks. Good morning, Carson and Delora and Christine. Good morning, Jean. Good morning. ICP. Good morning. Good morning. Terry, good morning. We've been practicing. Yes, we have been practicing. Maria, good morning. Thanks for being here. Thanks everybody for being here. What do you got going on today, Laura? What deck are you using, and is there a message, a general message for everybody?
Today, I'm going back to the Messages of Light deck,
Hmm.
which I love this deck. It's an older deck that I've had on my shelf for at least a decade, I think. It's been around long before that. So I'm just going to pull a card right here live on the air. We'll see what comes up for everybody. The subtitle of the deck, Messages of Light, the magic of otherworldly images and key thoughts united on 54 illustrated full color cards. Woohoo! Alrighty, so
Yes.
yes. All right, here's the card. I have faith.
Nice.
I have faith. I believe in everything that shines within me. I hold on to the search for my truth, to the perfect fulfillment of my dreams, and to the certainty of my complete ascension towards the light. I believe that I will succeed in each aspect of my life. I have faith that I will overcome my fears, and thus I will receive what's best for me. Beautiful.
I like that. That's good.
Yeah.
Good. It's a good way. It's a good way to start your week, isn't it, guys? You have faith?
Having faith.
Good,
Having faith.
good. Hey,
Yeah.
Michelle and Dina and Gail and yes. And hi, Chris from Iowa. Carson, thank you. We're going to, in a moment, we're going to do, some questions, but also, guys, please do us a favor. Please go to Laura and my YouTube, like, follow, subscribe. It really does help us out a lot. I'm going to be using the Angels and Aura Oracle
Beautiful.
deck from Radley, Valentine, and Dougal Fraser. I was able to get it signed by Dougal.
Ooh,
And
wow,
I
fantastic.
know, because I'm like, could you sign the inside, please? He goes, there's not enough room. I said, "Just sign anything." And then what he did was for each person, instead of like, what he did was he had a bunch of colors, markers, and he said, as I look at you, I will tell you what your color is for
Mm,
that moment. So I got orange, which I love the fall. So orange. I'm sure Delora could tell us what orange is. 1, 2, 3, and then I got Radley to sign it as well.
lovely. I
Nice.
love the two of them. I think they're just good people, very
They're
cool.
hysterical together.
Yeah.
They're actually really funny together. Radley was saying, well, Dougal forgot to go ahead and tell you a certain color, and it was funny. It was very, very funny. All right, this is what I got for everybody. Blessing in disguise. A
Ooh.
blessing in disguise. So all about trust, revelation, significant, and surprise. So really, sometimes something may happen this week. Something may happen. You're like, wow, I wasn't expecting that. Or, oh my gosh, I thought this was going to happen and this happened instead. It's truly a blessing in disguise. Look for those signs that the universe is giving you about those blessings. So that's what I got. That's what we have.
Very good. So it's trust and have faith. That's the theme today.
Yes.
Trust and have
Trust
faith.
and have faith. And it's kind of nice, guys, after that crazy, crazy full moon energy that
Mm.
lasted beyond those 3 days after. I
It
mean,
sure did. It's crazy.
I'm telling you, it's crazy. And I normally, I do well with a Mercury retrograde because I was born during a Mercury retrograde. This time, let's just say we found it challenging. It was a little bit challenging. Um, Carson says, does it have to be in disguise? No, if you prefer it to be right smack in your face, be careful what you look for.
Like a spiritual 2x4.
Right. Not always pleasant. Because the Greek version is not just this; it's you get smack. Yeah. Let me just tell you, when my mom would go ahead and the few times that she smacked me, it was the smack this way and your head turns this way. And just to make sure your head would be back, she'd flick it with the other side. So it was like,
Oh my God.
oh, yeah. And it took a lot to get her mad. That was 3 times in my life that I can remember. I was only 3 the first time she did it. It's because I drew on the kitchen wall.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. It was a picture of mom, dad, and I and the dog all across, like as high as I could, and then as low as I could just to go ahead and do that.
Oh my goodness.
Dolores says, Elias brags I was born during Mercury retrograde. The Virgo be like, uh-huh. Go ahead and test that. That's funny. Today, Elias with the retrograde, me too on the retro. Dolores, please, as we retro people finally felt it this time. I know it's crazy. Very, very crazy.
Yeah.
Anybody have any questions? Hey, Chris. Good to see you, Chris B. Thank you for being here.
Chris.
Okay.
A Chris with a K and a Chris with a C.
That's right. Chris from Iowa, which I'll be going. So we should share this. Laura's going to be taking a holiday. She'll be taking a holiday next week. And next week I will be here. Next week. I won't be here. Yeah, I won't be here the following week after that. So you'll have one day of me, and you might have a day of Laura on her own, unless she brings a surprise guest with her.
I may do that.
What and we holidaying? Are we holidaying? Yeah, we love to holiday celebration.
Yes, I never did do anything like super summery yet, so I'll catch it just before the summer goes out.
It'll be good. All right. Does anybody have a question? Not a yes or no question, just a little bit of a juicy question. Those of you that are going on retreat, perhaps there's a question that you might have.
Let's pull a card for you.
Pull a card for that. Yes. As I say, my newly coiffed eyebrows.
Well done.
Actually, she did a good job. I was like, just don't make me look like a drag queen, please. Like, do you want them a little thinner? I go, just a little bit thinner, but don't be like, oh, yeah, no.
Unless you are a drag queen, which is something, that's cool.
True. I mean, that's
cool.
Yeah. But this will not look good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Them some handsome eyebrows. Thank you. All right, guys, questions that you may have.
And we won't be interrupted by my dog this week because she is now in an elephant-sized crate in her little room.
Okay, so Chris says, I'd love a card. Focus for retreat, please.
All right, Chris. Okay. So are you taking retreat? Is that what you're doing? You're going to go for a retreat?
She will be going on the retreat with me on the 5th, 6th, and 7th.
Nice. Okay. Ooh, interesting. Okay. All right. So I'm pulling your cards from the Psychic Tarot deck because it's my most favorite deck. So, Chris, the card that came up for you is accelerated motion. So the fact that you're focusing on your spirituality, coming together with community, there's going to be probably a few more than a few aha moments during the weekend, most likely. And the card that comes up too is new beginnings. So there's going to be a renewed sense of purpose after this retreat, and a little more of a resolution of direction. So this is good for you. This look across the board. This looks really good between the connection with community and sometimes when this card comes up, it can indicate sort of the spiritual 2x4 scenario, but I don't think this is a painful one, so don't worry about it. It's more of like it's reminding you about something that you feel is pretty obvious to you, but just reinforcing that belief and reinforcing that information for you. So yeah, it's just a reinforcing of your path and a recognition of that. What do you have?
So I'm going to do something a little bit different, Chris. This week, I just want to try this out. I'm going to do a conscious and a subconscious card for you. So
Ooh.
consciously, like what Laura said, to really be aware, and a reality check. Exploration is what really comes up. So really take a look at what is coming up for you and really explore it, really assess it, really have the determination, like this card says. And then subconsciously allow Archangel Raphael to help with that healing. Here it says love, travel, humor, and vitality. So really allow the word that I'm getting, it's funny because it's from another deck, but the exuberance of your heart to come through this weekend. Really have the reality check, but go with the heart. Okay. There you have it.
Very good.
Um,
Overall, looks really good.
Overall, yes, amazing. ICP chemist, where is my energy best directed? That's a good question.
A really good question.
Good question. Good job. Well done, you. Well done, you.
Gold star. Okay. Let's see. Here we go. Okay, where do you need to focus your energy? Alrighty. Okay. I'm gonna pull one from the Psychic Tarot, and I'm also gonna pull one from the Messages of Light deck, sort of to do something a little different for ICP. Okay.
You know where my brain goes? You got the ICP? Yes, you got the ICP. Sorry.
I was almost going to join in with you, but no, nobody wants to hear that.
I think they do. I think that's why they're on here. Oh, God, I hope Laura raps this week.
I don't know if you want that.
Oh, Lord.
Like, what is she doing now? What is she doing? Okay, ICP. Intuition, focusing on your intuition and your sense of what you know to be true. Also, in releasing, we're going to blend that with this. Look at that. Look at that beautiful imagery of those birds flowing from your heart center, from your solar plexus. See, beautiful, huh? So I release all grudges, all judgment, all unforgiveness. I express those things that hurt me, those things that upset me, all that I perceive as duality. My words allow me to release my heavy crystallization within me, or any crystallization within me. As I share my feelings and assert myself, I regain my lightness of being. So when you kind of pair these two together, intuition and this card, when we're embracing our intuition, we're embracing our sense of the energetic world. There's so much we need to release in order to embrace. And that is, judgment of self, especially judgment of like, this can't be true. This is not right. I have no reason that a lot of people who are really starting to open up to their intuition, they start to feel guilty because they start to pick up things that they not only pick up the good things, but they also pick up the not so good things. And to them, it feels like judgment. And so it comes from that, that sort of that sense of we can't judge people, but receiving information about a situation or people isn't necessarily judgment. It's seeing things as they are intuitively. So releasing those judgments, um, and forgiving yourself for picking up or sensing these things around situations in your life, because some people feel so guilty about it. I don't know why I feel so uncomfortable about this situation. I feel guilty about it. And so releasing, so you can really understand what your intuition is and what's true for you. Let go of that self-criticism. Alrighty. That's part of the bigger picture here, anyways. And that's all in a nutshell. So what do you have, Elias?
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, especially with this card.
Oh,
And like what we're going to do is the subconscious and the conscious. So consciously, normally I don't read cards when they're upside down, but with Radley and Dougal's cards, they really mean a lot. They put a lot of energy into this card. So the upside down, this is spiritual adventure. So the upside down is about routine, limitation, mundane, and boredom. So really be conscious. Does this feel like I get up, I go to the bathroom, I brush my teeth, I drink a cup of coffee or whatever order you do that. And then, you go to work and then you come home, you eat dinner and repeat. If that is a routine, what can you do it with what Laura was saying? What can you do? So consciously, subconsciously, here's a thing that's really interesting. Subconsciously, what Laura was showing with that card and the heart opening up. Look at this, what you got was open your heart to love.
oh, beautiful.
So really, really vulnerability, forgiveness, allowing community. I mean, this is really like what Laura was talking about this way. Sorry. What Laura was talking about. Really, really important. So I
Yeah,
hope that,
it's very much in line with
yeah,
what the message is. Yeah.
love it. And Carson said, where is it? She said, thank you. And then she also said, well, when you're ready, Laura will have it recorded. So no worries for
I don't know if I want that out in the world.
just imagine here we are, like, within a couple of years, Laura will be on the Tonight Show or with somebody, I don't know, with pick Jay, not Jay Leno because he doesn't do it anymore. But she'll be on a talk show and they're like, and we have Laura, we have you rapping on a YouTube video.
You imagine?
I could just imagine all the wonderful things that I have out on YouTube that they're going to pull up. So, okay, let's see. Michelle. Hey, Michelle. How can I help myself to make better choices so I don't end up with a migraine?
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Alrighty. It's interesting. And of course, we always have to say, especially when it comes to physical health, we're not medical doctors, but we do the best we can. So my initial impression of the connection between you and your migraine is it's like 25% physical and 75% energetic. So there has to be something, it has to be a blend of both um, Western medicine probably involved with this, but also to help support that and help to improve the situation, to focus on the energetic. I don't know what you're picking up around that, Elias, if you're getting a similar feeling about that.
I'm getting a similar feeling, and I just pulled two cards, which would correspond with that too, which is pretty interesting.
Yeah. Hmm. Um, what I would suggest, and I sense is that you may have already have done this, but if you haven't, it might be something to readdress. Um, if you have, is what is this trying to tell you? Like
Mhm.
pain in our body is always trying to tell us something. So to sit with it and say, and just embrace it. I hate to even say that, embrace your migraine and say, what are you trying to tell me? And you might be surprised by what comes up, what information comes. It might just be a word, it might just be a sense of feeling, it might be a picture of something or someone. But I do think that you're going to get you're going to move forward from this in some way. I feel like there's going to, you may have to deal with this for a couple more months. I don't know why, but there's something here, but that you need to be addressing something in the next couple of months. But I feel like there's going to be a turn before the end of the year, say around November or so, with a change in how you are experiencing your experience with the migraines. What do you see, Elias?
So it's almost like there's a big picture in this. So I'll tell you the two cards that came up, and they both came up same way. So consciously is almost changing your point of view. Like, how can you look at this where, like Laura was saying, look at the situation or look at what comes up for you and almost embracing that and then saying, okay, what are you teaching me? What are you teaching me? So this gratitude, assistance, guidance, and understanding. So changing the point of view and then also asking for Archangel Raphael for assistance.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
So that's good. I hope that helps a little bit.
And one thing I can share, like there was a story that Wayne Dyer shared before he passed, and he was talking about his daughter had a condition, and so what they ended up doing with this condition was they ended up having a conversation with it, and this, maybe this is the next step, possibly from asking, okay, what is it you're trying to teach me here? What is it you're trying to show me? But to say, to give you can either call your migraine the migraine or give it a name, something to sort of separate it from you, and say, okay, say you're going to name it George. I'll just throw that out there. Okay. So George the migraine. I don't know why George is coming up. But anyways, so, okay, George. So I love you. I mean, really, to actually say I love you to your pain. I know it's kind of an odd thing to even think about, but this is what he did. What Wayne Dyer did had his daughter do was to speak to this particular condition and say, I love you, but it's time for you to go. Mm-hmm. So address the condition, name it, or just name it as it is, and say, okay, I love you. Thank you for showing me what I needed to know. It is time for you to go. And it might be something that you need to do over time, and it might turn around very quickly, and it could turn around over a couple of weeks. But it gives your body a chance to release and let go of the things that's holding on to on your behalf, whatever that may be. So sometimes we just don't know what that is. That our physical body is trying to hold on to us, thinking it's protecting us in some way. All right. So I hope that helps.
Hang on a second. Bye, honey. All right. Let's see. Hope that does help. Hey, Rose. Good to see you. And Dolores says you can share it when you go on Drew Barrymore. So. Okay, awesome.
I love Drew Barrymore. She's so cool.
Do you know, I wrote her a letter. So we'll see.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
See what happens. Now we have to practice. We'll practice, Laura. Okay, nice. And then ICP says, thank you both for being down with ICP and Miss D. We got the ICP. We're down with Miss D. Woo, woo. All right. Carson says, move through the physical has been so crucial for the physical stuff I feel. Physical empath. I feel it all. Okay. Orange is the balance between spiritual and physical. Thank you. Michelle says, thank you both so much. Inadvertent pain, I always first ask to separate any other person's energy from me. Then I work on what's left. Oh, that's
good advice. Yeah.
Carson, we don't want John to buy anything. We're all TikTok shopped out. Well, let me just tell you. We'll go on TikTok and buy all this stuff. Some of it is actually good. But I was like, what did you buy now? Crazy. All right, let's go back to this. Dun, 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 dun. Gail says, my favorite doc has left. Will the new doc be insightful? So, Gail, if you're okay with this, we'll go on to the next person, but just give us a yes or no. If you're okay, could we change this away from a yes and no to how or what do I need to do to connect to my new doctor to have him be more insightful? What do I need to do, to...
Or she.
I'm sorry?
Or she.
Or she, yes. Or she. Thank you. Yes. Doctor, male or female, doesn't matter. As long as we don't go to a veterinarian. So it's all... Oh, God. They could be insightful for your animal, but maybe not for you. I'm just not sure. So Dale, let us know if reword that question. Dolores says, "Card, please. I'm feeling new directions. Where shall I focus? Hmm. Where to focus? Okay.
Okay, Delora. Let's see.
Wow. That's an interesting one.
Hmm. Yeah. Mhm. Um, Delora, I have the third eye chakra, the wisdom card, and discontent and boredom card. When these come together like this, when I've seen these come together, it means to look for new teachers, to build upon what you already have learned from your current teachers. So it's so you may actually be feeling the need to reach out to a new teacher, to take new classes, to sort of expand upon the knowledge you've already gained from current teachers. So this is about expanding your knowledge base with other teachers. So I'm curious if you've been feeling the need to take other classes to build upon what you already know. Very interesting. All right, what do you have?
Or even
Alliance
maybe teach some new classes.
that too.
So this is fascinating. So your conscious choice is the power of prayer. Surrender, believe, affirm, and release. Fascinating. And we'll just leave that with that because you already know what that means, my dear. And then this is interesting. And then you get guardian angels, the color white, protection, clarity, spirituality, and wisdom. So a lot of this is like you are on this journey of trust. You're on this journey of trust, of letting it unfold as it is meant to be. Fascinating. Fascinating for you, Delora. Carson says, a card for preparing for working with the elements and community at the retreat. Okay. And then Dolores says, well, apparently today's theme is direction. Okay. Yes, it is. It is indeed. Chris said, thank you. Rose, happy Monday. I'm just trying to catch up. Hi, Kelly. Okay. Michelle said, thank you. Take away his Costco card. Yes. Uh, I've had some taps. Good. That's gorgeous. It is the master card of the deck. That's true. Okay. Let's go back. Dun, 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 dun. Carson. Okay.
Elements and
Oh,
community. Okay.
fascinating. Fascinating.
So what I'm seeing, Carson, is there's some newfound confidence in what's going to be happening this weekend at the retreat. Like so, and it's going to be building upon what you've already done in the past, your experience, and also where you're going. So, because look at this double yellow, solar
Nice.
plexus and hope. So this is teacher energy as well. So there's an expansion here of your confidence in your teaching and what you'll be doing and holding space for people to do. There's also a potential here of some things just dropping in from spirit during this process of what you're sharing, what you'll be working with during the retreat. So are you teaching, Carson? Are you teaching this weekend? No, are you? Okay, I'm curious if there's something that's going to be happening.
She's being the administrative assistant, so she's in charge of all the
Oh,
paperwork stuff and
really?
much more. Yes.
Oh, okay. So, let's see what happens during the weekend. There's something coming up here about building confidence in what you can do, what your knowledge base is. It feels like it goes beyond your administrative role. That's what it feels like. So, and I'm curious if there's going to be a meditation or something where there'll be some, you'll just have some information dropping in for you specifically. So,
I love that.
yeah.
And you got Archangel Raziel or Raziel, however you want to pronounce, rainbow color, and all about enlightened, adaptable, soulful, and connected. And this is a beautiful card. It's really pretty.
Stunning. Yeah,
Uh,
it's gorgeous.
yeah, and I love the stepping on the earth with a rainbow. I think that's really cool. Pretty cool.
Gorgeous.
So think about that along with the law of attraction card. My angels are with me. Life loves me. I am beautiful. I am prosperous. Everything is going to work out. So, action, thought, feeling, and diligence. So, a lot could be happening for you this week. I think because I know you, I think this is the combination of your old teaching of that community and the new teaching of this community, and you're blending these two pieces together, is what it
Nice.
feels like to me. So
Beautiful.
there you have it. Okay, let's
Okay.
see. Catching up, catching up, catching up.
Yellow,
Um,
yellow, yellow.
Okay, right on. And yellow is my driver chariot color. Okay, complete confirmation. I see what you see. Um, I see what you see, Laura. Okay, yep, beyond. LGBT angel. Okay, more yellow. Well, snap. Yep, you both nailed me today. Thank you. Complete confirmation all around. All right, that's good.
Good.
And guys, with that, we're trying to keep a better schedule.
Yeah,
With that, Chris B would like to have a quick card, and then we're going to wrap it up, people. So, really quick card.
really quick. Okay. All right. Let's just say, what does Chris need to focus on this week? All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Let's see. Oh, something just popped up here. Oh, foundation achievements. Ooh, look at that. Okay. This is a reminder for you to take stock of what you've accomplished so far. Okay. And so you may be feeling overwhelmed in a sense, or you're feeling like your to-do list is way too long. But in the process of reading through that, also be very mindful of what you've accomplished, no matter how small or that you think it is. Always congratulate yourself for positive movement forward. Okay. And what do you have, Elias?
I like it. And when Laura said taking stock, I'm like, of course, my musical brain goes, taking stock of what I have and what I haven't, in my Ethel Merman voice. Uh, that's okay. That's a, Annie, get your gun, guys. Just in case any of you musical people are out there. Um, so I have no idea why my brain goes and does that. It's the weirdest thing. Everything is a musical in my head.
That's cool.
Okay, so abundance, faith,
Beautiful.
optimism, excitement, and breakthrough. Chris, something breaking through. That's really cool. That's really, really good.
That's good.
Laura, you got a couple things coming up.
I do. I do. Elias the musical. I love it. I love it. Elias the musical. It's a must do. So yeah.
They're working on that. They're working on the script, Laura. Okay.
Let's see. I've got, if anybody's an intermediate or advanced medium, I am part of a trio of people who are teaching a 6-week series starting September 11th online. So if you're looking for a positive and supportive place online to learn and grow and expand from where you are now, check that out. You can go to journeywithin.org, and it's September 11th on Wednesday nights. Yeah, what do you have, Elias? I know you've got a retreat coming up.
We got a retreat coming up. We also have a retreat. If you couldn't get on this one, we have a retreat coming up. Really excited with Janet Zavala, part of Janet Zavala coaching.com. If you want to learn how to manifest your desire, we're going to do 2 fire ceremonies. We're going to do a guided meditation trance dance, which is guided meditation with music, but you're blindfolded. We're
Oh,
going to be doing a nature painting, which you're going to go out and see what areas of your life you need to manifest that's represented in nature. Create a picture, leave it, come back and see what did nature take out.
oh,
It's a fascinating, yeah, truly
that sounds
fascinating
great.
Yeah,
Wow.
really excited about those kind of things. It's funny because we do some of these exercises in a lot of the retreats. Each retreat has a different theme, and each time you do these exercises, fascinating. You could do the same thing and get total different results because it means something different. So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Sounds so
So
awesome.
that's coming up, and then we've got our big 13-month psychic development, mediumship development, and personal development. It's once a month, the third the third Tuesday of the month, starting September 17th, and then our lovely Delora is teaching a color coaching class. So she worked with Dougal Fraser, and
Oh,
she's going
great.
about talk about the autumnal colors, and that's going to be a 5-week class along with watercolor. Hang on, watercolor from our friend Patty Cobo, who, look at this, Laura. She does soul paintings.
Oh, wow.
So she actually looks at your energy and does paintings based on what she sees and talks about the energy that's coming through.
Wow, that's fascinating. I like
Fascinating.
that.
I know so many cool people out there. I
Yeah.
wish we could all have like a body, mind, spirit expo where everybody learns about stuff.
Hmm.
Hmm, fascinating.
How does that sound? Hmm.
I know. I like it. And yeah, that's what we got going on. Please follow us both, guys, on mindbodyspirit.fm. Laura has a podcast. It's called the Intuitive Life.
The intuitive life.
The
Yep.
Intuitive Life. I was almost going to mix yours with mine. The Intuitive Life, and mine is called Your Inner Voice. I was going to call it The Inner Voice and Your Intuitive Life, but that's not the right things. Anyway, just go and check them out. And again, please subscribe to our YouTube channels, and we really appreciate you guys. Laura, have a great holiday celebration. Have a great holiday next week. I'll be on, guys, and maybe I'll have a guest. Maybe I'll have a guest person. I have an idea.
Hmm.
So
Cool.
but yeah, I had it. I was going to say something funny. Anyway, all right, guys. Remember, you all are intuitive. Trust your intuition.
That's right.
Thanks, guys, for being here. We appreciate all of you. Have a great day and a great
Have a
week.
great week. Bye, everyone.
Guys.